Okay, here's the audience.
Okay, my speech is on why you should exercise every day. When most people, especially in America, hear that they should exercise every day, it might be kind of taken as an insult, like maybe you're overweight, or they just think that it's unrealistic and a super high expectation set by the fitness community. But this is understandable because exercise is often thought of doing the most extreme things like biking, sprinting, pushing yourself to lift as heavy weights as possible, but that's a big misconception when it comes to exercise because that's not all that includes. It can be as simple as going on a 15-minute walk after dinner, riding your bike around the neighborhood, or finding some type of low impact activity that you enjoy. So humans were not meant to, they were meant to move, and we're not meant to live sedentary lifestyles, which we do because of things like office jobs in non-walkable cities. So like we do a lot of what this guy's doing, just sitting around. But that's where health problems can start to arise. The obvious ones are you're not going to be moving around as much, so you're going to be burning less calories. Makes excess fat gain easier. You're not going to be using your muscles because you're not moving, so they have no reason to grow or stay around, so you could lose muscle mass. But those aren't really, they can be detrimental to your health, but not as these next one that are serious life-threatening problems that come from sedentary lifestyles. Things like high obesity, heart disease, and high blood pressure, according to Medicine Plus, are all effects of sedentary lifestyles. And the CDC has listed heart disease as the #1 cause of death in the United States. This means that sitting around having an inactive lifestyle is a contributing factor to the leading cause of death in our country. This is where exercise comes in because it is a very simple and effective tool that can be used to combat an inactive lifestyle which causes those health diseases or risks. So one form of exercise that is overlooked is walking. People think that getting fit and staying healthy has to consist of running 5Ks and intensive weight training, but that could not be further from the truth. According to registered dietitian Isabella Vasquez, when discussing the problems that sedentary lifestyles introduce, like heart disease, she explains that simply walking more can help lower your risk of these ailments. So over here, this is a study taken where these people are not moving, they're not focused on exercise. They're almost 60% more likely to develop heart disease. These people are getting close to 10,000 steps a day, and then these people are like 10,000 steps a day and like vigorous cardio. So there's like a significant drop off, even just walking more, for your risk for heart disease. But when you make this change, it has to be realistic, and that's where walking comes in. Walking can improve your health markers more than any other form of intense cardio, because in the long run, it'll be easier to stick to and stay consistent with, rather than pushing yourself to do something you don't like every day, like sprinting. This is a track. And so around 10,000 steps a day is a good target to aim for, and that would be 20 laps around the track, about 5 miles. It kind of varies based on your stride length and height and all that. But the average person only walks around 3,000 steps a day, which is 1.5 miles, which would be 6 laps around the track. So walking 20 versus 6 laps is a difference that getting 10,000 steps can make. That does seem like a lot when you look at it in walking around a track, but there's tricks to do that throughout your day to make it easier. One is taking a 10 to 15 minute walk after every meal. According to HCA Florida Healthcare, walking is one of the best things you can do after eating because it aids significantly in digestion and will also add to that step count without realizing it, well, with realizing it, but walking with your family or pets, this is another great way of exercise because you're just spending time with your family or taking your dog on a walk, which you should be doing anyways. And it'll just feel like normal family time, but you're being able to improve your physical health by getting those steps in. Another trick is if when you're at work or school or running errands, park in the back of the parking lot and you have to walk further into the building and out. And that can add up if you're going multiple places every day. So in conclusion, being healthy and having an active lifestyle doesn't have to be and shouldn't be a chore if you go about it the right way. It can be as simple as walking more, and that'll guarantee that you see improvements in your health markers by combating a sedentary lifestyle. Next time you're thinking about sitting on the couch all day, just think of how much your future self will thank you for taking an hour out of your day to get some extra steps in. That's it.
Yay!